Madam Foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, sir.
Would you hand that verdict to the bailiff who will transmit it to the court? Would the defendant please rise? In the case of State of West Virginia versus Natalie Paige Cochran, case number 23-F-343K, the jury verdict is as follows. We, the jury on the issues, joined unanimously find the following. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree. The verdict form is signed by foreperson of the jury.
This right here is one of the heaviest words you'll ever hear in a courtroom. First-degree murder. That means the jury didn't just believe a killing happened. They believed it was intentional, deliberate, and planned. No accident. No heat of the moment. This verdict instantly changes the defendant's future forever.
It is dated 1/29/2025. There are no marks on the portion of the verdict form pertaining to involuntary manslaughter.
Notice what's missing here. The jury left involuntary manslaughter completely unchecked. That tells us they rejected every lesser option. When jurors do that, it means there was zero doubt in their minds about intent. Let me ask you, if you were on this jury, would you have gone this far?
Does the state wish to examine the jury verdict form?
Thank you.
Does the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You may be seated. Is there a request for the court to poll the jury?
Not from the state, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right. The verdict is received by the court and directed to be recorded. I'll ask the state to prepare an appropriate order in the premises. The court accepts the jury verdict and finds this defendant guilty of murder in the first degree.
Thank you. Clerk, please read the verdicts.
In the Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in Department 101, the people of the State of California versus Monica Sementantelli, in case number BA 452-975-02. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Monica Sementantelli, guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A.
This verdict goes even further. Not only first-degree murder, but special circumstances like financial gain and lying in wait. In legal terms, this is a jury saying, this wasn't just murder, this was calculated. These findings often open the door to the harshest possible sentences under the law.
A felony is charged in count 1 of the indictment. We further find the murder to be of the first degree. We further find the allegation that the murder of Fabio Sementantelli was intentional and carried out by the defendant, Monica Sementantelli, for financial gain within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2A1 to be true. We further find the allegation that the defendant, Monica Sementantelli, intentionally killed the victim by means of lying in wait within the meaning of Penal Code Section 190.2A15 to be true. Dated April 11th, 2025, juror seat number 10, foreperson. In the same case, title, and cause, we, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Monica Sementantelli, guilty of the crime.
Here's why jury polling matters. One by one, every juror confirms a verdict out loud. It's a safeguard against pressure, confusion, or disagreement behind the scenes. When all 12 say yes, the verdict becomes nearly bulletproof on appeal.
Of conspiracy to commit murder. In violation of Penal Code Section 182A1, a felony is charged in count 2 of the indictment. Dated April 11th, 2025. Juror number 10, foreperson. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are these your verdicts? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes. The defense of the jury poll.
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Please poll the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as I call your seat number, please answer yes or no to the question. Juror in seat number 1, are these your verdicts?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 2?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 3?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 4?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 5?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 6?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 7?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 8?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 9?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 10?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 11?
Yes.
And juror in seat number 12.
Yes.
The jury has been polled. The verdicts are ordered recorded. Both sides waive reading of the verdicts as recorded by the people
Yes.
and the defense.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and be seated, everyone. We are back on the record with the jurors, counsel, and parties present. I've been informed that the jury has reached a verdict. Has the jury, in fact, reached a verdict? All right, Ms. Davis, if you could hand the verdict form to Ms. Davis. Would counsel and parties please stand? All right, I have a form of verdict. For form of verdict 2, we, the jury, find the defendant, Karina Cooper, guilty of the offense of murder in the first degree, dated this 11th day of July, 2025. And juror number 1, is that the jury's verdict?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Would you like the jury polled, Ms. Watt? All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at this point I'm going to ask that you return to the jury room with Ms. Davis just for a bit.
This is a major shift. The jury finds voluntary manslaughter a lesser included offense. Translation, they believe the killing occurred, but not with premeditation. This single distinction can mean the difference between decades in prison and a life sentence.
We have a couple matters we need to wrap up here, and then I will come and talk to you in just a bit before I release you from your obligations in this case. So thank you, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Madam Foreperson, what say you as to indictment number 2020 CR 0138, charging the defendant Ingolf Turk with murder? Is he guilty of any offense charged?
He is.
Guilty of what?
He's guilty of voluntary manslaughter.
May the verdict be affirmed, Your Honor.
It may.
Members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court so recorded it. You on your oath do say that the defendant Ingolf Turk is guilty of the lesser included offense of voluntary manslaughter. So say you, Madam Foreperson?
Yes.
So say you, all members of the jury?
Yes.
Thank you. May the verdict slip be filed and recorded.
It may be. All right, jurors, you can be seated. On behalf of the Superior Court and the trial court, I want to thank you for your time and sacrifice. Without your participation, our system does not work. So again, thanks for your time and sacrifice. It's my practice to come thank you personally in just a couple of minutes in the jury room. You have no obligation to stay You are discharged, but I'll be in just a few minutes if you want to stay. And I want to thank you personally for your service. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding the jury has reached a verdict. When they come in, we'll have that verdict published by the clerk. Again, I want to remind everyone to stay completely quiet, okay? We're going to all stay completely quiet regardless of the verdict until court is adjourned and everyone has left the court. Then you're free to do whatever you want, okay? But in the courtroom, we all stay quiet. Let's bring the jurors back, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding you've reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have the foreperson hand that to the bailiff. Thank you. All right, I'll have the clerk publish the verdict.
Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows as to count one of the charge. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all do this 19th day of September 2025.
You decide want the jurors polled.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Madam Clerk, please poll the jurors.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration in this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room, except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore,
All right, sir, are you the foreman of the jury?
Yes, sir.
It's my understanding that the jury has reached a verdict.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Is it a unanimous verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has it been reduced to writing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you signed and dated it as the foreman of the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you would please hand the verdict form to the bailiff.
Look at this list. Multiple counts. Multiple guilty findings. When juries return verdicts like this across the board, it signals overwhelming evidence. At this point, the trial phase is over. What comes next is sentencing, and that's where the real consequences hit.
I ask that the deputy clerk publish the verdict.
In the Superior Court of Liberty County, State of Georgia, case number 2024R-67, State of Georgia versus Nicholas James Casota. Count 1, malice murder, guilty. Count 2, felony murder, guilty. Count 3, aggravated assault, guilty. Count 4, concealing death of another, guilty. Count 5, possession of a knife during the commission of a felony, guilty. Count 6, possession of a tool for the commission of a crime, guilty. Count 7, possession of a tool for the commission of a crime, guilty. Count 8, possession of a tools for the commission of a crime, guilty. Count 9, possession of a tool for the commission of a crime, guilty. Count 10, possession of tools for the commission of a crime, guilty. Count 11, removal of the body parts from the scene of the death, guilty. Count 12, tampering with evidence, guilty. On this 14th day of August 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I understand the jury's reached a verdict, is that correct? All right, and have you written the verdict on the indictment, signed it as the foreperson, and dated it?
Yes.
All right, if you would please hand it to the bailiff. All right, I'll ask the clerk if she would please publish the verdict.
Indictment number 2021 GS 2601191. The State of South Carolina, County of Horry versus Megan Marie Jackson as to the charge of murder. We, the jury, by unanimous consent, find this defendant guilty. Signed by foreperson Jeffrey Roberts, dated June 17, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if this is your verdict, please so signify by raising your right hand. Thank you.
I let the record reflect that all jurors raise their right hand. Any polling of the jury by the defense?
No, sir.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your service. That will conclude your duties as jurors in this case and for this term of court. And I want to thank you for your service. I know jury duty is not a fun thing to do, but it is an important thing to do and a vital thing to do. You have a 1-year disqualification from serving as jurors in state circuit court. You've got a 3-year exemption. I hope you don't exercise your exemption because we do need good jurors. And I want to thank you for your service.